Hello and welcome to another How to Draw Stuff with me, Calvin Innes. Okay guys, today we are going to draw a cartoon Chibi Style Deadpool. So the Chibi Style characters are just kind of like little cute looking things. So we're going to start off sketching this guy out. Some simple shapes. So first off we need a bit of a kind of rounded square there. That line across, and this is gives us our cheeks out to the side there. Now on top, we're going to put just a little bit up there, and this is for the top of the mask. Now if we sketch in very light there, this is sort of the centre line of the face, just run straight down the centre. So now we can draw in the mask. That's these kind of rounded triangles, and then let's go for sort of semicircles for the eyes, just there. And just here where the nose would be, let's just have a couple of little creases on that mask there. Now coming in from the sides a little bit, so around about here and around about here, we're going to draw the body. Again, it's kind of like a little rectangle, slightly rounded at the bottom. And that's absolutely fine. Using the centre line again, so we need a little arch that goes up there, and this gives us our legs. So continue the body down, and we have our legs. I'm just going to put on some really simple little feet there. In this style of character, we don't have much detail at all. Between the legs there, just another little line. Okay, and now we need to do our character's arms. So the arms coming from around about here, where the body meets the head. One little sausage and two little sausages. And that's kind of the main sort of part of the body. We're going to start adding in a few little details now. So on the end of the arms, do a little oval, and this will be kind of your fingers bent across, so they're holding a weapon. So on both of these sides, let's draw in kind of a rounded rectangle there, and another one there. So this is going to be the handle, sort of the hilt of the sword, and then another little bit at the top of each of those. And now we can do the blades. Okay, so for the blades, we're going to go the same width as this handle. We're going to go straight up, another one next to it, straight up, stop a little bit earlier, and then do that up at an angle. Same on this side, straight up, a little bit shorter. My video's kind of blocking out a little bit, but you get the idea. Okay, now a few more details. We need a belt. So running across here, two lines. We have our belt, circle in the middle. We'll get a logo on that in just a minute. But Deadpool's belt's kind of got these pouches, so a little rectangle either side, and then another one right on the side there, and then it's just a little line across each, and that's the sort of the flap at the top. You can put a little button on those. There we go. Now we're going to get a few of these other markings on. So a couple across there, the top of the boots, and a couple of bits there. Again, just a couple extra markings on the boots there, and let's also just add another little line for the soles of your shoes. Spotted something I've just remembered. So let's do the thumbs. So on the top of each of these hands, just around about there, you just want kind of a little ball, okay? And that's going to become your thumb. Now the markings on the arms, so 1, 2, then a bit higher up, 3. So 1, 2, a bit higher up, 3. And then we also need a couple of straps coming up here. So from the bottom of either arm, line across, little line across, and there we go. And now we just need to kind of add in some of these markings. So this is going to be dark, this is going to be dark, this is going to be dark here. But what we need is a little square coming across and then down. Same on this side. So you've got your little square coming across and then down. That continues down to about halfway down the leg. There we go. And then finally, let's just get in this little logo on there, little eyes. And that's kind of it, okay? Now that's our sort of sketched out Deadpool. So let's just switch across to a black pen here. Here we go. Now if you're drawing this in pencil and in pen, obviously you're switching over to a pen now and kind of going over the pencil lines. If you're doing a digital drawing like me, switching over to a new layer and adding in these darker outlines. So let's just use those guidelines that we've drawn in now to start adding in our final outlines. Go all the way around. There's the cheek. You'll see I'm not quite meeting up in the middle because I want to get a couple of little folds in there. Let's just get this all the way at the top. It's the shape for the eyes. Now importantly on the mask at the top of each of these, so we've got a line that goes up there, we have a line that goes up there, and then from the bottom round about here, a line that comes down there, and a line that comes down there. Now let's just go over those eyes and a couple of little creases on there where the nose would be. And we just work our way through, picking out the lines that we want to keep, ignoring any of the kind of rough, loose guidelines that you want to get rid of. So these ones, the sort of the cross on the face, we don't want to go over that, we don't want to keep that on the final drawing. And here we go, let's just add those in. Working our way through, picking out all of the guidelines that we want to keep in. And at this stage, you're kind of making any sort of small adjustments that you want to make as well. So if you're not kind of 100% happy with the shape that you've sketched in, this is the stage you can sort of change it up. So your guidelines are just that. They're not kind of a, you don't have to stick exactly to them. They're to guide you. They're to help you with your final drawing. So you often do make little changes as you're going along, but using those guidelines just to help you get things right. There we go. Now we've got the arm coming in here and using this little ball to put our thumb in, and this little bit of the hand that's folded over here, we want this to be 1, 2, 3 little fingers. Same on this side, using that little ball there to put in a very simple thumb, and then 1, 2, 3 little fingers. Let's just go over that handle of the sword, put that in there, and again on this side, there we go. And we have the underside of the arms as well. There we go. Now let's just go over those blades for his weapons. Again, these guidelines were pretty much sticking exactly to these. And for the feet, again we've got in these nice simple little feet. There we go, really nice simple little shapes. And now I'm going to reduce the brush size ever so slightly, just kind of getting a few of these bits of detail on the arms. Again, if you're just using a pencil for this or a pen, it doesn't matter. Don't worry so much about kind of the thickness of the lines on this. This type of character, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's just go over these areas where we want to keep those markings in. Here we go. And we have our little logo on the belt there. And then we've got the last few little details to put in. We're just going to put some kind of shine, sketchy marks on there, on the blades. We need a little bit of marking on the blade as well. So just put a couple of crosses there so we can start to get these little zigzags. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect at all, this bit. Just add a few extra little touches. There we go. So now when we lose our guidelines, we've got this guy. And he's kind of, yeah, he's looking pretty good. So let's just get rid of me for a minute. Don't need me there. And let's just put this guy right in the center, and we're going to add some color. Okay, so first off we have the black. We just need those black areas in. So let's fill in those eyes, the shoulders. Got these marks on the arms. Let's get the markings in on the suit there, and the bottom of the legs, and the shoes. And then we also need to kind of get a little bit in on the logo on the belt there. And now let's switch across and grab a red. So there's our red. Let's just start colouring in the areas that we want to be red, which is most of them. There we go. So Deadpool's kind of pretty simple character when it comes to colours. So let's switch across to a brown here. We've got a brown belt. Just do this all one colour, because you don't want this to get too complicated. You want to keep this character nice and simple, so the colouring kind of stays nice and simple as well. There we go. We want that same brown on these middle bits of the sword, the handles. And then we just need to get a slightly more sort of off yellow colour for these bits, just to finish off those swords there. Very nice. And we actually missed a wee bit on the red. There we go. And last of all, a little bit of grey on those blades. And there we go. You have your cute cartoon Chibi Style Deadpool. So have fun with this one, guys. Enjoy putting together your Deadpool drawings. And thanks for joining me again. And I will see you all next time.